to the top now.
It's that bounce right here.
It's that bounce right here. Feeling real silky in here. 1,000 count sheets. Leopard print.
Don't stop now, straight to the top now.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Someone to understand how to treat Nationwide.
Believe again. If you happy, then be with him. Go ahead, mommy. Breathe.
Be with that nigga then.
Go ahead, mommy. Breathe again. Don't stop now, straight.
That's how you know when you saw it.
top
Alright,
now.
go be with him.
Go be with him.
I need me a love.
I'll be alright.
Make my heart stop now. And what I need is simple. 5 foot.
You was ugly anyway.
Potential wife credentials.
Leave it to Diddy to have height requirements though. 1.5'5". How tall is J-Lo?
So ride with me.
Shit, she about 5'5".
It don't matter.
Cry
Don't matter.
with me. Die with me. White beach saints lie with me. My advice is forget the limelight.
Yeah. For the love of Nationwide today.
That is what we are here for.
That's what we are here for. Hot Boy Summer is a City Boy. Sorry, I always say Hot Boy. City Boy Summer is here for Nationwide.
Yeah.
But cuffing season,
It's fastly approaching.
a person, you hear me? It is 9 weeks away, Nationwide. What's going on?
Are you ready?
Any candidates?
Nah, man.
Well,
not right now,
no. Sorry, don't answer that. Don't incriminate yourself. We are here to. We're gonna find you some candidates. So we just need to know, what does a woman have to do to get invited to Nationwide's training camp for the start of tryouts in cuffing season?
What she has to do? Be herself.
Be yourself.
Yep.
Okay. You just want somebody that's 5'5" with dimples. It's just
You know
them.
what I'm saying?
Meet you at room 112?
112, room 222, either one.
What do you fuck with vegans?
Yeah, I fuck with
or
vegans.
she gotta eat some meat.
I fuck with vegans. I mean, she gonna be vegan by herself, but
So you gonna cook them vegan meals for her?
nah.
You making deep fried zucchini?
So she can be vegan, but you ain't making it. But picture Nationwide like trying to use the same chicken grease to fry the tofu.
Ain't happening, bro. That
Be
shit
honest, bro, I
ain't
don't even know what
working.
tofu is.
It's soy, I thought, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's what she said.
This shit look like they can make it look like whatever. I went to the salad bar and I thought it was chicken chunks. I'm like, damn, this teriyaki chicken about to be fire in this salad. Nope.
Thought it was boneless. Nah, B.
Period. So as always, thank y'all for tuning in to the ITL podcast. I'm laughing because like Nate don't look enthused about this for the love of Nationwide. We gonna do today.
Come on, bro.
I'm good with it. You know, I'm chilling though. You know, I'm always chilling.
So welcome back to the ITL podcast. I go by the name Johnny Will.
This is Nationwide Nate.
Cartier King cashing in.
And as always, thank y'all for tuning in to the Amateur Professionals. It has been a great week. Even though it rained a couple times, it was only short glimpses of rain, but it's been a great week as far as hitting the pool if you needed to. I'm bougie now, fellas.
What's up? What you mean?
I brunched for the first time.
No, you didn't. It wasn't for the first
No,
time.
I attended Bar Louie with you while brunch was happening, but I didn't brunch. I didn't eat there. I brunched this time. And brunch is dope as
I
fuck.
told your
I
ass.
can't-
I've been trying to tell you this.
I can't wait to brunch again. So I will be at Bar Louie this Sunday if anybody wants to join.
He too ready.
I can't
What
wait.
time is brunch?
It ends at 3.
Oh, okay.
That's all we need to know. Is that it ends at 3. But all right. I always thought brunching with your guys was a little suspect. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know why. I mean, it's just
Because why don't you just eat lunch?
because you want breakfast.
Why don't you just eat breakfast?
Because it's just called brunch because you can get like a little bit of both, and you could get mimosas and bellinis and all that.
So McDonald's been brunching for years then, because you can get breakfast 24 hours a day.
No, man, brunch is for it to be brunch, it has to be a served meal on a plate, man.
Also, a cardboard box ain't good enough.
Nah, it ain't good enough for me.
It ain't good enough for me either, goddammit. I'm bougie. I've brunched, and I'm going to continue to brunch. Nationwide, have you ever brunched?
Nah, I ain't never brunch.
You're going to have to start brunching, bro.
How you gonna not brunch and you trying to find the love for the love of Nationwide?
I mean, we ain't never really had those brunch settings here. Brunch
they
events.
been here.
Brunch.
You don't need a brunch event.
social outings here.
What do you mean?
Well, wait. We on to something.
We haven't had one. You
Nationwide likes a great view.
know what I'm saying? So, I just been chilling.
Picture Nate wanting a view, though.
Here we
No,
go.
I love views.
Hey,
I
bro,
love
he
views.
end every
You love
sentence
views.
with, "I'm just chilling."
Right. So you love like a great view. How I don't believe him though. Like because he's always just chilling. I didn't think shit like that mattered.
Yeah, that a view, like it's certain things that like I don't know, I enjoy.
We on a what damn near 117 episodes. I feel like the people don't know shit about him, so that's why I'm fucking with
Yeah,
him
let's
today.
go.
We
Like-
gonna learn about Nationwide today.
Like literally,
Sunsets.
I'm the type. Sunsets,
Would you-
cool.
do you
But I'm
cry
the type. I get up early in the morning, so I'm the type. Like if I was on a vacation,
Sunrise or sunset, B.
I'd rather do a sunrise because I get up 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock, walk the beach, watch the sunrise.
So you would want to take this person we gonna find and walk the beach hand in hand with them. Is that what you getting at?
It's a possibility, small possibility, but it's possible.
So, what about just walking the yard? I mean, we don't gotta be.
Ain't no
shit.
views out here, G.
The sun comes up in Dayton though.
It does. That
No,
motherfucker
bro. Real
rises.
talk. Back when I stayed where you stay at, I used to get up every morning, or not every morning, but like on the weekends and shit, sit out on the balcony, listen to the little waterfall
Yeah.
in the background, and just chill, listen to the birds chirp.
And sometimes a
That's what
waterfall can keep you from going crazy too.
That's my one of my favorite things to do back at that apartment. So that was cool.
Now, I'm not trying to cuff you, so don't come up by my house. Talk about I'm just here for the waterfall.
Here for the waterfall, man.
Yo, Johnny home. What about the waterfall? We good, fam.
Need
it's
that.
not. Me and you are not going to be an item.
That's funny.
Don't look at me when you say views no more either. Like
Views, G.
Views.
look outside. Look at Meech.
Views
look
from
at,
the
look at
six.
Meech when you say views.
Oh,
Goddamn it.
shit.
White pants.
So all right. So the people are gonna learn about you today. Okay. You love
Not too
views. You love views. What about your taste in music? Because I don't listen to rap anymore. Like it's all my vibes is R&B vibes. If you follow me on IG, I got the coldest vibes in the state of Ohio. That's why IG won't give me my lyrics just yet. I've emailed them twice. Them motherfuckers ain't emailed me back. That's why they app keep crashing now. But back to
Speaking of
Nationwide.
IG though, I got my likes back.
Oh yeah, you was being a savage and
Yeah,
then
you
you
a
blocked
Man,
serial,
go
you a
on,
fucking
man.
serial liker.
right.
Nah, bro.
The rule, a couple episodes we said 6 likes. How many likes did you do to get fucking blocked? Like, come on,
Bruh.
man.
I managed 2 pages on the same proxy, so pretty much I'm screwed.
Stop liking everything Nice Kicks post.
I do need to stop liking
And
a lot of
Bernie's
shit.
Burgos.
I be liking shit so I can get back to it.
And Nate is
Without
on,
screenshotting
Beautiful
shit.
Ballers and Holly Bailey and shit.
All them white pants.
right.
Hey, if you follow Beautiful Ballers, then you know.
No, what? Oh,
Nothing else need to
If
be
you know,
explained.
you
You
know.
know, you know.
So man, what else you looking for in a young lady?
I ain't. This ain't me putting out all the requirements,
This is, bruh.
responsibilities of the job. We ain't
What do
doing
you
that.
mean, bro? This is like we pretty much filling out the job description so we could receive resumes, bro.
We're good. But back to music. I do have a hot take. Hot take on music. So I was listening to Thug Motivation 101. That came out, what, 2005?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best.
101? Yeah,
101.
2005, yeah.
That's the best CD since 2005, period.
All right. Track for track.
Track for track.
I think
Entire
good-
album as in entirety. There's no skips. That's the best CD since 05.
I think Good Kid, Mad City will get that a run for his money. As far as track for track, with no skips. You know, and just content.
Yeah.
Just straight up
If you're
content.
looking
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
content, yeah, for sure.
Now-
That's definitely up there.
Thug Motivation 101, it could be. Now, that was around the era of people burning CDs and shit. So I felt like I heard maybe 6 or 7 of those tracks before the album
Became
even
an
released.
album, yeah.
Right.
But you got to explain it. You can't have a hot take and not elaborate.
I mean, it's just like, I think it aged gracefully. You still can bang that shit today. It still sounds good. The quality of the music. And then just comparing it, like you think of like Weezy was probably the hottest rapper or, you know, at the top during that time. 101 is better than anything Weezy put out, period. I like Drake. Drake always give you the hits and shit, but to me personally, he always has some skips on the CDs. Every CD he put out, every album he put out.
How can you be
Drake.
the hand in hand sunrise guy and don't want to take a shot from it? You feel me?
He didn't say that he had to be a sensitive dude on the beach. He thugging on the beach. Straight up.
I'll take a shot from me, cool. I didn't say nothing wrong with that song, but Drake always have a few skips.
You be skipping
he
that.
got on sneakers on the beach, no sandals,
No,
Nah, hell no.
no.
I refuse to wear shoes on the beach. But no, I just think that's the best CD, bro.
You
Because
can walk
like
on the
I
beach
said,
like Nip.
that shit is a fucking banger. Like every fucking song is a banger, and there's no skips period on that CD.
I agree with you. There's no skips. So that's not necessarily a hot take. Well, it's a hot take that's the best since 2005.
Yeah,
because I
since
think-
2005.
Yeah. So
Since it came out.
I'll find one and I'll let you know about it in a little bit.
I'm getting ready to call our guest that's going to be joining us on the show today for a couple topics that we have. And, we still going to continue this for the love of Nationwide.
Yes, sir.
Joining us on the show
Yeah.
are some friends of ours that we know. One is named Brandy. The other one is Sam. Let's see if they actually, I should have had this all queued up.
Say something, man.
Yeah,
Should have had
talk.
the ass on mute for the last 10 minutes.
Right.
Just hold on, motherfuckers. But, yeah, Nate. So, I mean, what's up, bro? They trying to turn these resumes in, bro. We got to post this job ASAP.
Hey, just tell them to turn them in. I'll review them shits.
What got to be on it, though?
Just turn it in. I'll review them shits.
Come on, bro. You got to give us some requirements. You ain't got to get deep into the juice, but what is an
I mean, I'm not a shallow dude, so
it ain't about being shallow.
It ain't
Bitch can't smell
nothing-
like Funyuns. You
I
know
mean,
what I'm
of
saying? So
course.
let's go. Let's hear something.
I mean, they should know that.
I don't
Do
even
they
hear
do
shit
they
ringing.
have to do they have to be able to drink Miller Lite within 6 seconds?
No.
Is that a requirement?
No, that's
What about take a shot of Henny?
Hey, we don't take shots of Henny no more.
Okay, I'm just saying though.
Are y'all both there?
Hello.
Brandy? Hi.
Ladies.
Now, Sam, Brandy's a little turned up. When we called her, there was a party going on in the background, so I think this get pretty interesting.
I'm always interesting, Johnny. I'm always interesting.
Now, prior to
This is very true.
prior to calling y'all, we were doing for the love of Nationwide because cuffing season is in 9 weeks. So we're trying to see if you all have any potential candidates for cuffing season for my guy Nationwide. What are they interested in? Nationwide said he loves views. He loves walking along the beach. And one of you are in Florida, right?
Heck yeah, I am.
So perfect. So what do you have lined up for my guy Nationwide in Florida?
Wait, you said cuffing season like CUSSING?
Yeah.
Yeah, like relationship.
What's cuffing season?
Oh Lord.
Oh my God. Okay. I didn't plan to educate today.
Tell me more.
I didn't plan to educate today.
So cuffing season is a time of the year. It's normally pretty chilly. And it's a time where you link up with somebody. Y'all become a pair, but not necessarily an item. And y'all are exclusive for the duration until it gets warm.
Until it gets cold.
Warm.
Yeah, so what he's basically saying is that cuffing season happens.
Someone to snuggle.
Someone to snuggle. It occurs from November to right before Valentine's Day, and then you break up because nobody wants to give gifts. So with that description, I'll ask, have you ever been cuffed?
I have never gone through cuffing season, no. I didn't know that was
Look,
a
I
thing.
feel like women don't really think cuffing is a thing.
Oh, explain.
Women are like
can't re-
either all in it
I
or they're
can't
not.
remember exactly.
So when you say like they don't
Men
think
are
cuffing
the only
season
ones
is
who think like that, Johnny.
like to end the relationship on a certain date?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
there's
sure.
no time period set when you start talking to someone.
Oh, I don't believe y'all. I think y'all are full of shit.
Oh, look, women typically go into a relationship thinking that it's going to be a relationship, not like there's an expiration date on it.
But
Well,
women,
especially like I feel like at this point I don't want to waste my time if there's a time limit.
So you've never talked to a dude and was like, yo, I got to break this off before either his birthday shows up or Christmas or Valentine's Day?
No.
Never.
The lies.
see, the reason why I think they're full of shit
I mean,
because
maybe like I gotta like end this before the end of the night kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
see,
not
that-
like
and that's why I think they're full of shit because all women have bodies that don't count.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Yeah, but not like I'm not gonna waste my time on a couple months and be like, oh, by Christmas it's got to be over. No.
So one time I did know a vacation was coming up, and so I actually prolonged the relationship to go on the vacation.
See,
Now,
we're getting closer.
now, Sam, what was the season that this occurred?
God, this was like, it was probably around Christmas, Thanksgiving, maybe. But
So-
it was probably like 6 years ago.
So you had a hot girl fall or a hot girl winter?
yeah.
What?
You had a city girl winter.
A shitty girl winter.
Okay, I'm using
no.
terminology you don't know.
Yeah, bro.
All right, sorry. But anyways, one of the things that I wanted to talk to y'all about is something that I saw in regards to, I guess, the stars. When I say stars, I mean like zodiac signs. So I'm an Aries, birthday is in April, and it talked about compatibility. And I know for a fact, like, certain signs that I just don't vibe with. Like, if you're a Taurus, like, we not going to get along because they evil as fuck. Do y'all have...
Whoa. Easy on the Taurus.
Okay.
Easy on the
Do-
Damn,
I
bro.
think Brandy's a Taurus.
I might be a Taurus.
Okay, she don't
Might
fucking know. See, and I'm gonna say she is because if she don't know, that means she's too upset to even realize it.
Whoa.
Facts.
Easy now. I don't pay attention to the stars or the signs or anything like that. I think if you vibe with a person, you vibe with a person, and I don't want any kind of stars to determine who I'm going to end up with, to be honest. But I am a Taurus, and I am bullheaded, so that could be part of it.
but your experience,
So
experiences
there's a little,
should
there's a
show you
little
that you're not
truth
gonna
to
mix
it,
with
but
everybody.
Not all the truth.
What did you say, Johnny?
I was saying your experiences should show you that you're not gonna mix with everybody though, right? And like that means something. Like that
For sure,
data
but
means something.
I don't know that it has anything to do with the sign.
See, I think it does,
There are
and you
other
just haven't been
signs that
paying
determine it for
attention.
sure.
So I can say that I have a twin sister, and we obviously are the same sign, and we could not be more polar opposites.
Well, to
So,
y'all
like,
maybe.
as far as, what's that?
I like maybe to y'all to like if y'all are self-evaluating yourselves, but to other people y'all
I
probably
think anyone that meets us, like we couldn't be less opposite.
But are you compatible with the same kind of people
No,
as
not
far
at
as
all.
dating? Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, I feel like the signs are. I mean, I think that once you like, I wouldn't ever like say, oh, he's an Aries. I'm not even going near that. I maybe after like we did vibe, and I would maybe check out his sign, but it's not definitely not something I rely upon at all.
Now, Sam, I got a question though, because you said you got a twin sister. Now, in previous episodes, we talked about off limits. With your twin sister, do y'all have a rule of like this guy's off limits or this guy's fair game? How's that work?
So that's actually a funny question because
That's a great question, Johnny. That's a great question.
I'm into men and my sister's into women, so we've actually never cross-contaminated people we've dated.
Wow.
So I'll keep that other question in my mind to myself.
So that's never been an issue for us.
So when you say y'all are polar opposites, now I understand.
Sam, did you ever,
It all makes sense.
Sam, did you ever have
personality-wise,
any friends? Sam, did you ever have any friends that you brought home that you tried to hit on?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so I'm not really.
Oh shit! Oh shit! So sister got skills then.
Macking
They call
and
it a
hanging.
flipper down here in Florida. So.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
And the dress code in Florida is naked anyway.
Facts.
What's that?
Jeez.
What'd you say?
I said the dress code in Florida is naked. What part of Florida are you in, by the way?
What part of Florida?
Yeah.
I'm in. It's called Port Orange. It's right outside of Daytona Beach.
Oh, okay.
Got you.
Never been, but I can visualize it though.
I think you guys are supposed to
Have
be
been
here
a couple
days ago.
We're supposed to what?
I think you guys were supposed to be here a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Joey never sent the tickets. He sent the rooms though.
Whatever.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So I also want to get y'all thoughts on like relationships in general in space, right? Because everybody needs their space. That's how relationships continue to grow. When I can get away from you, or when you can get away from the guy. Like, how do you feel about just imposing though? Like, if you're getting ready to go out on a girls' night and your dude wants to come, is he allowed to just come out with you all, or how's that conversation go? Like, no, I'm with my girls today.
I feel like this is a completely loaded question for multiple reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, because I feel like every relationship is different, and every person has different thoughts on how that should be or shouldn't be. And I feel like, too, I mean, it really just depends, honestly. Like, I've been in several different relationships, and it's always been different. I've always kind of felt like the time with your friends is important, but it just depends on your intentions with your time with your friends, too, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but I mean, there are occasions to where there seems to be a tag along. Like, what if somebody from your crew keeps bringing their guy? Like, what do you tell them?
How does that conversation go?
So to
Well, it
me,
just
I
depends
think
on
the
your
more
crew.
the merrier. Yeah. Well, and I think if there's more people there, the more fun you're going to have. Like, I think it's important for friends to get to know their significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever.
But
I agree with that too, but it also depends on the significant other too. Like, I've had a significant other that I didn't want anywhere near when I'm out having a good time because I felt like I couldn't be myself. But
Oh,
like,
that sucks.
If you can be yourself with your significant other, then it's a great time. But if you can't, then it's a drag.
See, but
And in which case, you're in the wrong relationship.
I was
there.
gonna say,
Right,
that
but that's not-
relationship
exactly.
isn't gonna last very long.
Yeah, that relationship
Well,
is over.
it did kind of last 18 years, but it's obviously no longer.
So wait a minute, you couldn't be yourself for 18 years?
What?
You said it lasted for 18 years.
She probably had a lot of girls' nights.
Not enough,
Something.
That's for damn sure.
So
Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss.
No,
No,
you
you good.
You good.
you good. So you was pretty much an actor for 18 years.
See, here's the thing though. For a lot of years, I was more of like a pleaser, so I just kind of went with whatever made my significant other happy. And then, obviously after 18 years, I spent a couple years just figuring myself out in more ways than one. And now, like, I refuse to be anything other than myself, really. And so, kind of funny, I just recently kind of became into a relationship, and he's a lot of fun. And I don't have any problems if he comes out with my girlfriends. It's all just my girlfriends and him, and we have a great time.
So at this
I
point,
agree. It's important to find someone you can be yourself around.
Absolutely.
so Brandy, do you feel free in a way?
I feel extremely free.
That's always good, and I'm happy for you.
But I can't lie though. I'm hearing Brandy say having me time is important, and I'm hearing Sam say the more people the merrier. So Sam, are you the tag along? Are you the one that's like, yo, why you keep bringing her?
I don't know. I guess maybe.
But I also don't have a problem. I have a lot of girlfriends too that need just me and don't really want the boyfriend to partake in the conversations that are just girlfriend conversations. And I would have no problem saying, hey, I'm just gonna go out with my girlfriends tonight, and he would be totally okay with it too. And that's what's important, I think, in a relationship, is that you feel okay enough to say, this is what is going to happen, and they're okay with it. They don't feel like you have an ulterior motive, or they don't feel like you've got other reasons why you wanted to go out with your girlfriend.
I think that's where trust comes along too, which if you have trust, you obviously have a good relationship, so you're going to trust someone to go out and do their own thing and come home and tell you all the funny stories that happened.
And if you dating a black man, he probably just reading the Bible and chilling anyway.
What's that?
I said, if you dating a black man, he probably just reading the Bible and chilling anyway.
Well, and the other part to it too, I feel like, in my opinion, is that, if he were to go out with his friends, like, I don't feel like I will ever trust someone 100%. I think that that's just kind of a silly concept, honestly. Like, I trust enough to know that if he had other intentions, I'd rather know that he has other intentions than to continue for another 18 years like I did before and find out that they had different intentions.
So does that mean like you're
what a person's gonna do, regardless of whether I'm there or not?
So like, does that mean like
Most
you're
cases.
open for like mistakes? So like, if somebody, it's
Yeah.
like, since you don't 100% trust them and they make a mistake, it doesn't mean that everything is over. Like a hall pass is
Yeah,
okay.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that mistakes are going to be happening. It's just like, I think
it depends on how big the mistake is too.
Yeah, I agree. Is it a thought? Is it an action? Is it, whatever? So, but
How quickly do
think
you
at the
tell
end of the
me?
day-
How do we talk about it?
Yeah.
right. And like at the end of the day too, is like, am I going to be okay by myself with or without this person? And that, I think the biggest part is like, you have to be comfortable and happy with yourself. And then, that person just adds to it. And if they don't add to it, then you're fine without them. And so, like, if they want to go out with their boys, out with your boys. And whatever you do from there, like, determines our relationship in one way or another.
Yeah,
You know?
because like with that thought process, whatever mistake is made, it doesn't crush you because you already have built yourself up to be self-sustaining and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
I'm okay
smart.
by
That's
myself. I've been okay by myself,
Yeah.
but would I prefer to have you? I choose to have you in my life, and so if you want to be in my life, this is like how it goes. If you don't want to if you don't want to act like you're in a relationship, then don't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is like that. I think that's what people get confused so much. Is like, if you feel like you need to act a certain way when you're not with your significant other, then why are you even in a relationship? What benefits you to be in a relationship if you have to act a certain way?
And I agree with that.
You
And
should be yourself no matter
primarily,
what.
like in relationships that I've been in, I try to expose the real me as quickly as possible because
For sure.
I'd rather be loved for who I am, or I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for somebody I'm not. Like, you're not about to get the representative
Absolutely.
immediately after the
Absolutely.
first date.
I
Like,
cannot stress that enough.
Johnny kicking
Yeah,
facts.
What?
again, terminology. But like,
What'd you say?
he said I'm kicking facts.
I
But-
still didn't
You
hear
said
that.
what?
Anyways, moving on. So like with I know a lot of times when guys are having guy time, like if they have a man cave, they're in the basement playing games and stuff like that. Like, do you feel at a certain age the video game should stop? Do you have an issue with that?
Not at all.
And where that comes from? I had somebody text me that today.
This
Like,
video game.
I had somebody text me that today. Like, at a certain age, grown men should stop playing games. And I'm like, what other shit we can be out here doing? Like, if I'm playing a game, at least you know where I'm at.
Yeah,
Well,
not
it's
just that,
equivalent
but
to watching TV.
Yeah, it's the
I
same
mean,
thing.
not just that, but like I crave girl sleepovers all the time. I wish my girlfriends would have sleepovers way more often than when we do. I mean, I think that and I mean, that's something you do as a kid, like, when you're younger. I don't think that at any age that a certain thing is, I mean,
And she compared it
I don't
to
know,
girls playing with dolls. And I'm like, no, that would be if I'm in the basement playing with G.I. Joe, maybe. Not a damn video game.
right, no.
That-
No.
See-
I mean, I think that whatever brings them joy hanging with their boys, what's the big deal? They're and I also think too that like time away from your significant other, like, like there's conversations that you would have with your girlfriends that you might not have with your significant other in some cases that, like maybe your girlfriends aren't comfortable talking about around your boyfriend or whatever, or vice versa.
Right. The conversation might be a little different depending on who's around.
And like,
it's not like the conversation that I'm afraid to have, but it's maybe the conversation my girlfriend's afraid to have because they're at a different place in their life too. Like, I'll talk about anything with anybody, really.
And like
But-
even beyond that, like the fact that how it is when you actually miss your girl, and you get that space and you have time to actually genuinely miss them, it make that shit so much better when y'all come together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
So with Sam,
Absolutely.
with you being in Florida, like I know that shit's perfect.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Did you? Oh, I said so. With you being long distance and living in Florida, I know it's perfect. I know, like whenever you do meet up, that shit's great.
Yes.
I've heard
it firsthand. I've heard it firsthand.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It is,
Oh,
I think,
you were in the next
When
room.
you have time apart, it does appreciate when you're together for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
More
Brandy.
than once, for the record.
It's great. Brandy said it's great.
Hey, bro.
Brandy, that's just how comfortable we are around you.
Hey, for sure.
I have very vocal friends. It's cool.
Now, like I said though, before
We just
I
really enjoy our time together.
before I called y'all, I told y'all though, like I did want to give you all the opportunity to ask us questions if you have any, anything comes to mind that you want us to elaborate on and talk or discuss about.
How do you guys feel about time with your friends, or how do you feel about that?
I think it's something that's needed. I wouldn't say it needs to be approved, but it needs to be discussed and put up in the forefront and say, hey, I'm about to go kick it with my boys. This is a fella's night. We about to go here and here. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you lay it out like that, I feel like it's always going to be cool to do that because, like you said, kicking it with this, your people that you grew up with, there's stuff that you guys want to talk about and maybe they want to talk about that's not around your girl. You know what I mean? So I definitely think it's needed.
Like I know for me, it definitely was a personal battle at first because my wife is not from Dayton. So whenever I hung out with friends, it was almost the feeling that I just abandoned her because then she would just be at the house alone because she didn't have a circle of friends in the city of Dayton. My friends I met at 6 years old, 12 years old, and I got lifelong friends and relationships here, and I struggled with, all right, I'm headed out for the night or I'm headed out for the weekend, knowing that you just about to sit on the couch by your damn self. So I did struggle with that for years to the point to where sometimes my friends would call me and I wouldn't answer their call because I felt guilty wanting to go out. So I would be like, you know what, I'll just ignore them, stay home with my girl at the time, which is now my wife, and be like, all right, I'll just abandon guy time, even though I really want to go and just act like everything's cool until it gets to a point to where you just had that conversation like, yo, this is good for us. You can get out, meet people, that way we have our own separate time apart. And then when we come together, that shit is great. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not.
You miss each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, and did you go out with other couples so that she could meet new friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
So I think that's important too, is making that, I think it's kind of, if it's one-sided, that's one thing. And my ex kind of alienated all of his friends. So he was always feeling some type of way about me going out with my friends. And I have lots of friends in many different crowds. And so towards the end though, I started going out with my friends a little bit more than I ever used to, just because I felt like I couldn't really talk to him about anything.
Yeah.
So that was part of it, and there was a lot that I needed to get out and whatever, but that's a whole different concept though. But the other part is too though is what about if you have one of your best friends is the same sex or the opposite sex? So one of my best friends is Joey. So that at first I had to make it very clear in my new relationship one of my best friends is a guy, and you're welcome to meet him and hang out with him and whatever, but this is what it is and this is what it'll always be. So you either deal with it or you don't. So that's another difficult thing for couples to deal with is if your significant other has the best friend that's the opposite sex.
So Brandy,
I know for
what do you
me knowing you guys are best friends, Brandy, me meeting you, it just made me feel so comfortable with the whole situation. I instantly loved you, and we had fun together. And I think being open and honest from the beginning is what makes as long as you're not keeping secrets, I feel like people don't think you're ever
Right.
like up to something.
So
Yeah.
so here's where the
honesty
struggle
is
can
gonna
come
help
though.
build trust.
Here's where the struggle can come from though. So saying what if Joey now meets a new female friend that he gets close with. There's no lifelong history, but through his line of work, he's like, yo, this is a person that's pretty dope. I'm super close with this person now, and maybe their friendship only spans 2 years. Now, do you start to feel uncomfortable? It's still platonic. It's still a friendship, but it's a brand new friend of the opposite sex.
So if I'm included in like I don't have to go out with them every time, but at least like if I know about her, I hear about her, like he's including me in their friendship and she's becoming one of my friends, I have no issue with that.
No.
It's when
Not
when you
not
keep
one of your
someone in
friends.
the dark.
No, the loyalty
No, I
is
know.
with him.
If he befriends someone that's a girl, is that what you're saying?
Right, but you said if we go out and she becomes one of your friends, I said no.
Yeah,
You're still
so
on the
if
outside.
if she becomes friends with someone and then, tells me about her and is open and honest about it, like obviously if he's talking to me about her, telling me they're friends, like to me you're not hiding anything. There's
Yeah.
nothing for me to worry about.
Yeah.
If at any moment you feel like you have to lie or hide any person in your life, then
That's
there's
when the
bigger-
questions start.
Absolutely.
There's
Yeah,
way bigger
for
issues.
sure.
Yeah.
And I think honesty keeps relationships healthy, and you don't have to wonder and if you're out with them, just like a quick text, like how's your night going, wish you could be here, whatever,
Right.
to make you feel like you're still like a part of it without being there. Like that
Yeah.
that goes a long way.
Yeah.
And I think it's all BS aside too. It's really how strong is your relationship too. Like in general, I think at anything, the boys' night, the girls' night, the friendships, whatever. It's like if you're in a committed relationship and you act like you're in a committed relationship, then none of the other crap matters really.
Exactly, I agree. And you're in a good enough relationship where you can talk about anything. So
Yeah.
it's like if something is bothering you, you can bring it up right away, and then the air is clear. It's like you don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Like, hey, why was he touching your shoulders all night?
What?
I apologize. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Something about shoulders.
I can't hear very well for some reason. What did he say?
He was basically saying like if something bothers you, you could address it right away. Like even in that moment.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's important to talk about something right away. Like you don't want it to stew in your brain, and then you start building your own thoughts and your own thing in your mind. That's when people start acting crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, trust is the biggest thing. That's the biggest takeaway I'm hearing from both of y'all. And y'all sound like y'all are pretty trustworthy, trusting people. And if y'all find somebody that y'all feel like y'all shouldn't give y'all trust to, then it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a trusting person. I'm just saying I'm confident enough in myself
Yeah.
that I'll be okay one way or the other. And, I just, I think the biggest thing is like communication, really.
Like, do you
It's
feel
not
you can be
necessarily trust.
trusted though?
Because I don't think anybody's going to trust the other person 100% all the time. It's just human nature to distrust a
Yeah.
person's intentions.
Yeah.
So
And I think it's important to bring it up. When you do start questioning something, just bring it up right
Yeah.
away, and
Yep.
you get an answer right away.
And in a non-combative way too, like your approach is everything too, really.
Yeah, definitely.
I just love the insight and the y'all podding right now. Y'all giving
Yeah.
some great content right now.
You what?
I said y'all are podding right now. Y'all giving some great content.
Well,
Now, one of y'all said we were scared of something, so I'm trying to figure out what question y'all have that
Yeah, here go the shit talking.
that we're supposed to be afraid of.
It was me, Donnie. It
Okay.
was me.
What is it that you had on your mind that was supposed to make the ITL scared?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay, I can hear the back paddling.
Yeah, let me sit back.
So, anyways, if you have nothing that we should be afraid of, I do want to thank y'all for your time and thank y'all for joining us. We do have some sports to get into as well.
Uh-oh.
Uh huh.
Stuff without us, you mean?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes,
yes,
yes, yes,
yes,
yes, yes. I'm gonna let y'all go.
So you're officially having some Barossa and you're kicking us out.
Right.
Time for the video game.
It's time to
Peace
cut on the
out.
Madden.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I do have a question real quick. If you do have a friend that's bringing their girlfriend around too much, would you tell the friend, like, hey, listen, you need to stop bringing your girlfriend around so much. We just want to hang out with just you?
Hell
How would you
yeah.
approach that situation?
Absolutely, yeah. We have a group chat, and in the group chat we'll put no salads.
Would you tell the girlfriend that, or you would just approach the guy?
No. It's to the guy. It'll be a message that say no salad, and that's understood.
No Sally?
Yeah, no salad.
No salad.
Like a Caesar salad, side
Why
salad.
I don't even know where that came from.
Because it's like if I'm the entree, that's my side salad.
See, side sounds bad though.
I understand it, but you got to break it down like that.
I was referred to as a salad. I might be a little upset.
Maybe some mashed potatoes or something good.
No carbs
I am
tonight.
not a side dish. I am not an appetizer. I am the damn main course. So
You don't even want to be a snack?
if you don't want me around, you better say no steak tonight, bro.
Nah, see that's too much meat.
Yeah. No salad.
no
You
salad.
can refer to your boys as the salad, but not me.
But that was just me giving you some insight. You'll never know that you're being referred to as that when you just get the hey, it's just the guys tonight. Then you just know.
Yeah,
So
there's
your girl
nothing wrong with that.
Your girl would never get in your phone and find that out, huh?
No, y'all just talked about trust. Like, why would you then go through his phone if you trust him?
I'm just saying. You don't go through your girl's phone ever?
For what? No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a salad either.
It's healthy, right?
Yes, there is.
I actually love it. I love a good salad. I'll be honest,
Exactly.
I love a good salad.
With some good dressing,
Only if it's the main dish.
make them leaves moist, you good.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank y'all for joining us.
okay.
All right, see.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later.
Now, I know we said we had some sports to get into, but was anybody? I know all of Instagram yesterday had the fucking old faces going on, and today we find out that like people are paranoid because it's your information is being sold to the Russians.
Russia.
Like, Nate, did you do the old face app?
Nah, I didn't do it. I don't never really partake in none of this viral shit that go on anyways, but
It's not that you posted it. Did you download the app
No.
and actually do it?
I did.
I didn't post one, but I did download the app and actually do it.
They
But-
got your shit, D.
They already had it. I don't know why
Right,
people are
motherfuckers
paranoid. Like this app is what gave. No, they already had it.
Right.
Mark
like,
Zuckerberg was on trial. They already got it.
Man, Putin got your shit, dog. They know who you are now.
They got your shit too.
Nah, the only thing is like with this whole spy shit is like I don't know why people get like overly paranoid. Like the government ain't spying on you. They don't care about you. Like if you're average Joe. Now obviously if you're into some criminal activity, they do have the technology to spy on you. So I would be worried about that.
Like, have you never seen any other state? Like,
Yeah.
they can do shit.
Eagle Eye.
You know what I'm saying? None of this app ain't give your shit away. It probably was. They probably are using your information and like, yo, come shop with us instead of shopping at Walmart. Yeah, I got some content. I got some data too, but they already got it.
He said, "Buy that stolen, don't buy that Grey Goose."
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just funny how everybody hops on some type of wave because there was I never did the turn myself into a girl when that
Nope.
was popping. I never did that one. Because for what? Like, why the fuck would I want to see what I look like as a chick?
I don't do none of that shit.
You did one.
Yeah, I did one. I did the baby. I did them all.
I didn't do the baby one. That was it. That was
You
the other
already
wave.
look like the baby.
That was a babe. That was a babe. That was the wave. And
My
now we
thing
old
is
people.
like, it's not like if you tried it out, it's not like you some lame ass or something. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you feeling guilty about something? I didn't say that.
No, I'm just saying.
I didn't say that.
I ain't saying you saying that, but people just been going crazy, bro. Like, I'm tired of this. Take it down. Like, don't post no more. And then my thing is like, shit. If you keep posting the same memes that everybody else posting about, take it down. You just as lame as the motherfuckers posting the old faces.
I mean, it's just as about as as the craze was with the white and gold dress or you saw blue and black.
But just let people have their fun, man.
It's only gonna last for.
Couple more days. And
No,
then
I think it's
gonna be
over after today. I think what's getting ready to take the next one
It's gonna be young.
No, it's the bald head because that's on the app too. You can make yourself bald.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next one. You're gonna see everybody bald all over IG. The only reason I feel like it hasn't taken off yet is because women can't do it. Like if you upload a female's picture, it won't even give them the option to make themselves bald. How does the app know that this is a woman? I have no idea.
I mean, but what kind of dumbass app is this, dog? Like you build an app that ages people.
It doesn't just age.
No. It's not that. That's not what the app is for. It's just an option on there, and I feel like somebody
it's
did
one
it.
of the filters.
Yeah, it's one of the filters, and I feel like somebody, one of the influencers did it. They hashtag got paid $250K for the hashtag, and they did it. And all of a sudden, everybody went and downloaded the app. So now Face app got everybody's data and a bunch of money.
And then it's only a matter of time before Facebook buy that.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna be. I don't even think it's that deep. I feel like that app is gonna be dead in another week because after you make yourself old, we've already did the young. It's done. Now, what's going to happen? Oh, this may be the next wave because when you did the baby filter, they did it while you were actually talking. Now, if they put the old man filter on Stephen A. while he's actually talking, and weed is legal in 2049, that would be dope.
Only thing though is that to get the bald head, you gotta go pro.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody going pro for that.
Ain't nobody going pro for the bald
exactly.
head.
So that's not next.
But no, it is next because what you can do is apply it and then just screenshot it.
What?
You don't have to.
No.
You got to go pro to save the picture.
No,
But you don't have to go pro to actually apply it.
I think you do.
You don't have to go pro to actually apply it. You can just do it and then save it.
It ain't even let me do it.
You got to hit fun.
Fun?
Yeah, down the bottom. Got to hit fun.
Fun. I got you.
You got to hit fun. And then we have that going on, and then now people are wanting to rush Area 51.
Man, they gonna get their ass chopped
They with their whole
down.
block knocked off.
Nationwide, are you down?
I'm good. Y'all go ahead and have y'all fun. I'm gonna be right here in my spot, chilling, watching the news, and y'all getting your heads blown off.
I need you to do more than chill this summer, bro.
I'm cool, bro. Area 51. Okay, first and foremost, out of all the alien movies we ain't seen, why in the fuck y'all want to storm Area 51 to free them? I haven't seen, like, besides what, E.T., and I don't remember watching E.T. How many aliens have been friendly?
I'm not gonna let you do that because that's why we get this motherfucker look like R. Kelly in the Lowdown video. I'm not gonna let you do that because that's why we get profiled today because we are our images that we are dangerous.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't know whether alien is dangerous.
You have no idea.
They could be over there facing 400 years of oppression.
Exactly, just like the Mexicans.
Fam.
What?
All I know is the world came together after Independence Day.
And now you think that's real life. You don't know what's going on over there. But I'm trying to figure out how people think they're just going to pull up at Area 51. Is that shit in Google Maps?
Yes, pretty much.
It's.
Can you catch an Uber to Area 51?
I don't think there's a location on Google Maps, but like people know like the area, so you'll find that shit if you out that way. But it's not actually.
What you think is there?
Designated on the map. No, I think it's actual military base.
Yeah, but what you think they got in there?
Secrets.
Secrets.
Confidential information, classified information.
Man, they got that in Fairborn.
They made a group that was stormed past.
High level classified.
Yeah, gotcha. G15 classified.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they, definitely, got shit there that the world don't know about and probably don't want to know about.
You don't want the luxury of knowing,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
You gotta enjoy the luxury of not knowing the truth sometimes. I ain't doing that shit. I would never. I let them stay where they at.
Dog, they sound stupid trying to storm the area if we do. I mean, they wouldn't even get close though, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
ain't no thinking, bruh. They got 50 cows that'll mow them people down like fucking John Deere.
One of them alien cows pull up with a gun.
Man, listen, bro. Do you understand, bro? They wouldn't even know where them bullets was coming from.
Just zapped.
Bruh, gone.
Lasered the fuck down.
So fast, bruh. They would all go so fast. And they wouldn't feel bad about it.
Hey,
They'll get on that horn and be like, take one more step, we putting you in the dirt forever.
I'm gonna give them the same advice my dad gave me when it came to trying to storm a military base. Not that I ever was gonna do it, but when he was telling me about working on base, he said, "The base will blow you away. You won't even make the news."
Damn right. For real though, pretty
So
much.
all 2,000 or whoever want to storm Area 51, they all be blown away.
Nah,
Won't
I
even
think
make
it's
the
up
news.
to like a million people right
Yeah,
now.
they, all 1 million. I won't even make the news. God
Yep.
damn it.
I mean, for real, pretty much that's exactly how it would go down. You wouldn't even know that happened.
But what needs to happen is, of those 1 million people, the Knicks need to go sign one of them at least. The Knicks need to go sign one of them because one of them sounds like they are brave
Man.
enough to play out New York.
They preparing themselves for 2021, man. That's the next big free agency class, so they getting ready.
Man, look, Jesse, you hear that? Y'all always getting ready. Y'all gonna take it in 2021,
Jesse,
right? But
this is for you.
In regards to sports, I think we talked about duos last week, or it was on the damn docket. Fuck it, Banana Boat Boys. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, buddy.
I think I saw today that CP3 is expected to stay in OKC, but I
Well,
know they're
not
trying to
stay,
trade.
but they said that they're having a hard time getting him moved. So
What are you making 40?
Yeah, he making 40 over the next 3 years.
They thought it was gonna be easy to get rid of him.
Like, right?
You think they should eat the cost and just pay him and then let
Hell
him
no,
go?
you're not about to pay because even if you was to buy him out, he's not going to take that drastic of a pay cut. Like, he's going to get 120 over the next 3 years. You're not about to. He's not taking 40 to get bought out, 40 or 50. You're going to have to pay him at least 100, and you're not just going to pay someone 100 mil not to do anything for your organization. He's going to be there. He's going to start the season. I think they both the organization and Chris Paul pretty much came to agreement that he's going to at least start the season off there next year, and hopefully he can show that he's healthy and he can still play at a high level, and maybe that create more interest on the trade market for him. But, yeah, that's not going to be a very easy contract to come off, and they're not willing to give up draft picks to entice the team to take him.
Do you think, like, if you're the New York Knicks, do you just go ahead and pay that money and at least just have a name on your roster?
Well, it wouldn't be the Knicks paying him, though. It would be OKC.
No, I'm saying, like,
Oh,
if
you're
you're
talking
the
about
Knicks,
if you're
do
to
you
trade
go-
for
do
him?
you go get them?
No, not if I'm the Knicks, because you're currently they're a fringe playoff team. If that, I mean, they're still a lottery team. They're young. They're years away. Chris Paul isn't going to make them any better or make them a contender. The only teams that I think should consider even trading for him are those teams that's kind of in the middle of the road, that's one player away, like the Detroit Pistons, the Heat, maybe the Spurs. Those are the only teams that should consider trading for Chris Paul.
Cardi, what you think?
Man, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? He the bum of his peers, and that's a fact. That's why he's stuck, and don't nobody want him.
Can't keep calling him a bum and Spears and Melo can't even find a fucking team.
CP3 can't either.
He in the league.
He can't find a team, though.
He's facts, though. He cannot find a team
He's in the league.
because of his contract, not because of his play.
No, he's on a team.
Well, true, but
But they don't. Nobody wants him.
like OKC don't want to keep him.
They don't want to keep him. They ain't pressed to be like, oh, we got CP3. Like, he just obligated to get his money through a few
Kendrick
years.
Perkins said today that CP3 is getting a pass because he, was president of Players Association, so
But
they
pass
love
for
him
what?
because he's a dirty player, and they don't want to call him out for it. He's a terrible teammate and a dirty player.
But who hasn't called him? I haven't really heard anyone call him out as being a bad teammate, but I've heard multiple people
Blake
call.
Griffin.
Okay, one. But I heard plenty of people call him out for being a dirty player, so that's not something new.
I'm saying exactly. So his point was CP3's getting a pass because of his, I guess, association and for the
I
players.
mean, but I don't get what is he getting a pass for? He's labeled as a dirty player.
Is he labeled? I think that's
I think a lot of people do label him as a dirty player. But the thing about it, if you're Patrick Beverly is a fucking dirty player. But when you're
No.
Patrick
He's labeled
Beverly-
as a dirty player.
Patrick Beverly is a
Bro,
dirty
you know
player.
him- you know
Anytime
them
you
Black
fucking
Forces.
he's a dirty player. Anytime you fucking
nobody
dive
say
at
he
someone's
wasn't
knees, you're a
dirty.
dirty player. But however, he's labeled as a feisty player. People love that because he's short.
No, they label him as a dirty player, bruh.
I'm
Period.
confused.
No, they label Patrick Beverly as a feisty player, not dirty.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm hearing dirty.
That's where I'm going with. That's what I'm saying. He's a dirty player, but because he's small, he's a 6'2", 6'3", he's feisty. I think that's the same thing with Chris Paul because he's 5'10", he's feisty instead of being labeled as dirty. Had he been 6'7", 6'8", then everyone would say he's a fucking dirty player because he's just as big as everybody else in the league.
Draymond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but okay, whatever he's labeled, I don't give a fuck. Are you trying to say he shouldn't be in the league still? Like, what are you trying to get to? Like, what point is he making it by saying he's getting that pass?
Maybe that's it. I don't know. I know what we do need to figure out though.
What?
Not only is cover season coming up, Nationwide thought he was gonna escape it, but Ohio State, bro, what's going on? Y'all the experts on the panel. Anything big for the Buckeyes?
It's huge. I mean,
signed a number of big recruits. We up to the number 2 recruiting class right now. I mean, obviously that it gives you something to talk about, but during the offseason, but I don't put too much stock in it just because it's so many years away before we see these players actually on the field making an impact. And it's just the offseason. So right now, every team is just preparing for training camp. And, I think it's gonna be a big year for the Buckeyes.
Nah, man. See, but that's the exact wrong way to think about it. Think about this. You have Ohio State. You think about Bama. Why is Bama so good? Because they had the number 1 recruiting class over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Same thing with Clemson. So this is a very important time. And since the end of May, we have 12 commits in the 2020 class. 7 of those is ranked top 20 at their position. So, yes, this is very important, and we will be number 1 at the end of this. And that's a fact, Jack.
I'm just trying to figure out if one of these ladies get to go to the Ohio State game with Nationwide.
Yeah, I did that before. Right now, ain't nobody in a position to go, but I'm not opposed to it.
Would that be one of the views?
No, everything is view. That's an experience.
That's Scarlet and Gray in the view?
No, it's an experience. Different.
I'm thinking of you. Trying to be more.
I'm making him so uncomfortable, but this shit is cracking me up.
Nah, I'm good.
Come on, Nationwide.
I'm cool. I'm
Let's
perfectly
get him in.
comfortable because you ain't gonna get shit out of me.
I ain't trying to get nothing out of you.
Right. Nigga, none of his ass.
I just don't want you to knock on my door for the damn waterfall.
Great. This guy.
Anything else, bro? Anything else to talk about? Anything else on the docket y'all want to hit?
Shit, no, I don't think.
You ain't got nothing?
I don't. I want some more controversial shit. Topics on future shows.
Then
How controversial are you talking?
right.
Very
like
controversial.
Like, example of
Like-
past. Please.
No, it's just like depending on what your opinion is, you could get canceled. That type of shit.
Oh, you got something that come to mind right now?
No, I don't have nothing right now. I don't feel like anything has happened really, sports wise or just like cultural wise recently.
What
It's been kind of quiet.
What about Fabuloso in your pot?
I've never done it, so
Me neither.
That's new to me.
You've never even seen it or heard it talked about?
No, I've heard it talked about like once, like in terms of like when people fry fish in a house, like someone said like boil after you get done, boil like a pot of Fabuloso or pine so whatever to like just freshen out at your house. So I mean that's the only time I've heard it, but just in general, I like as a hairdresser, I never heard of.
I heard of it. I ain't never done that shit. I won't ever do that shit.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to boil chemicals. I think that's maybe even a down south southern type of way. I don't know. It's definitely cultural and regional, I believe. It's both.
It's a ratchet type of thing.
It ain't ratchet, bro. Cause air freshener didn't always exist. So your grandparents and your great grandparents had a house smelling good some type of way.
I've never heard of. I'll take that back.
Better get some
I've
potpourri.
never heard of boiling chemicals with pine salt. It was boiling like an actual lemon.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I've heard of that.
So
So
keep
get y'all
the
lemons
chemicals
boiled.
off, man.
But as always, man, I thank y'all for tuning into the ITL podcast. You know, and rocking with us. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher. This is Johnny Well. I'm signing out.
Yo, this is Nationwide Nate, and I'm signing off.
Cartier King, man, we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. And mash that subscribe button. I want you to go play every show you ain't never played before, even if you listen to that motherfucker for 60 seconds. Go get some laughs, some good vibes, man, and share with your people, man. More people need to hear this. We out.
This is the streets. I am the trap. Standing ovation. Standing ovation. Once upon a time, I used to grind all night. With that residue, that was our part white. I'm a boss. I got juice like the magazine.